Transfiguration. November 20, 2014. Beloved ones, let us have discourse on the quality of love known as transfiguration. As a soul, one evolves until one is finally able to recognize aspects of one's divine nature and its interconnectedness to all life. As a soul, one is continually evolving towards complete expression of one's innate divine perfection and to a more conscious, spiritual way of life. When one's consciousness awakens to the higher aspect within their core essence, the individual begins to seek ways to purify the mental, emotional, and physical bodies to enable the soul infusion process and merge with their divine essence to take place. When this soul merge begins to occur, the transfiguration process begins in earnest. One becomes more than the carnal, materialistic and worldly self with only physical powers to exercise and manifest. One becomes their spirit self which sits gloriously, majestically, and silently at the center of their being. This true essence now begins to manifest through the refined and purified physical, mental, and emotional human body and consciousness. One becomes the outward expression of God's invisible kingdom and God within. There is a strong desire to serve humankind and to help one's sisters and brothers. This state of being is discerned in an individual as a change of appearance into a more beautiful, spiritually refined and luminous state. One's divine essence, which is invisible and silent, fluid, non-material and ethereal, permeates everything. It is a cosmic light and cannot be grasped but is powerful, magnetic, and unstoppable by anything. It is a loving, forceful energy that is good and holy. It is kind, benevolent and compassionate. One's true essence when manifesting upon the earth can perform benevolent miracles and wonders at will in the life of all of its creations. Through this transfiguration, one's human persona is reborn forever into the innermost divine essence within them. The spirit, the soul, and the individual human persona is now living as the fully integrated, unified, and transfigured divine human individual. The individual knows without a doubt that they are a spirit being, and that those around them are also spirit beings, and that they are formed in the image and likeness of the Creator of all. They know they are spirit, limitless and free, that their soul has qualified and liberated itself from the control of matter which it inhabits. The individual has passed through the portals of initiation into transfiguration into higher knowledge. This indicates the mastery of their lower human tendencies has been accomplished. All the temptations to use their greater power for human aggrandizement has been tested and they have passed. Their true qualities and the attributes of their divine soul can now be expressed more fully, powerfully, and completely. The physical, etheric, emotional, and mental vehicles of the personal self are completely transcended, and their entire personality is irradiated by the full light of their soul. This event marks the evolution of their consciousness when the energies of universal mind can begin to flow through them into the objective world. They recognize their oneness with all of humanity and all of life, and feel moved to serve and uplift the whole. The individual experiences more and more of the celestial cosmic energy flowing within them and through them, and this is reflected in their expression of truth. Their transfigured nature expresses perfectly by radiating that which is within them, outwardly. The spirit and the human are now one. Transfiguration is an expansion of consciousness and requires fierce determination, an unwavering purpose and force of will as well as persistence and spiritual integrity. The individual must sacrifice their personal will to the spiritual will. The transfigured and soul-infused individual exemplifies complete freedom from the claims and demands of the physical, emotional, and mental influences of their personal life. The individual experiences the union of divine energies and a sudden inflow of transfiguring glory as they recognize more fully than ever before their responsibility in the great plan of restoring love and light within themselves and in a greater context, in the world around them. The anointed and unified individual soul takes over the human life fully through a divine, loving and blissful force. This is the individual soul's true spiritual transfiguration composed of divine substance and in its true healing state. Their transfiguration and transformation results in a total and complete consciousness change through their spirit and soul reunion. One's fully integrated soul knows the realization of true self through the reinforcement of their spirit presence and power within. The spirit mind and soul is an overlay that is strongly, firmly and overwhelmingly around their human counterpart. Their soul is now living a new life with God presence dominating their every thought, word and deed. The soul now sees self as their divine essence both within and without. The soul has no other choice or duty at this time except to submit, surrender, and change into its original divine creation as its own divine essence. By yielding personal desire to the soul's impulse to serve the greater good, the human individual now becomes a recipient of divine inspiration in service to the plan of evolution, bridging the gap between heaven and earth, and serving as a co-creator with divinity in establishing the new golden age of enlightened living on earth. In expressing the nature and truth of the soul and the subtle inner realms to which it belongs, the transfigured soul makes the invisible presence of spirit come alive. They hold the mind steady in the light. In the realm of the sacred, their true beauty shining from within them has the power to awaken the souls around them without intention or words. Their shining radiance penetrates straight into the deeper recesses of the heart where the doorway into the world of light and the radiance of beauty is found, and allows each individual to experience divinity. The transfigured individual's vibrations electrify the subtle senses of others in a way that makes them aware of a higher dimension of reality. One's goodness, truth, and beauty manifests as an embodiment of the divine in the world of material form. It offers to others a glimpse of the life that imbues all forms with a spark of the divine essence and stirs the soul in others to awaken into their own divinity. When enough of humanity has accomplished this, the radiant light of humanity's collective soul will create a new order on earth contributing to the unfoldment of human consciousness. May you continue to aspire to become the light of transfiguration within your own soul, which will serve to awaken the collective soul of humanity and fill the world with the light of spirit. I am Archangel Gabriel. Channeled by Marlene Switless-Sultana, Keeper of the Symphonies of Grace. www.therainbowscribe.com www.movingintoluminosity.com